Micah, when you're facing a starting quarterback who's in his first year, in what ways does that make it different for you as a pass rusher?
I feel like it doesn't make a difference. I think that's just more the back end. For me, I'm rushing to get there as fast as possible every time. But on the back end, there's a lot of disguise, different looks they got to show to try to confuse them and slow his process down to help me out.
If you're able to get to him in, say, the first quarter, does that make a difference the whole game if you're in a guy's head, so to speak?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, anytime you get to a quarterback first quarter, first play, maybe not sack him, but constant pressure, it definitely makes him look over his head a little bit, kind of know where you're at, and if he's looking at you, he's not looking downfield, so we're doing something right.
Mike, it's been a bit since you guys played a division game way back in week 1. What do you make of the NFC North?
Oh, this is one of the toughest divisions in football, if not the best division, besides with the NFC West. So, this is a competitive, very competitive division. You got multiple teams over 6 wins right now, halfway through the point. So, we got to come together. Even though the Vikings had early struggles, they showed times of winning and coming back and being resilient and being that team that we seen last year. And obviously that came with McCarthy being out. That's kind of when a couple of losses unfolded when they went against some of the better teams in the NFC. So this is a really good team, and we got to come prepared.
Obviously you weren't here last year, but this team, the Packers, won one division game last year.
Yeah, we already won one, so we can only go up from here.
Okay.
You know Aaron Jones pretty well, right?
Yeah.
What makes him a difficult guy to get on the ground?
I just think he runs for every yard. He runs with passion, purpose behind every carry, and I think he has great vision. I think I've competed with him when I was at Dallas and he was here, and he's always had some pretty good games. But I think we're a great front, and I mean, basically what we've been saying, if they're going to come run it 35 times, we got to be prepared for that.
Like, I know it's always just one game at a time, of course, but how do you just view this? 7 games left, 5 of them are in the division, and just how does this kind of shape up?
I mean, it's shaping up like how you want it. This is playoff football. These are all teams that you're eventually going to see trying to get to that Super Bowl. So we got to compare it. It's almost December. November is almost up. And this is what we need. I understand we got injuries and we're tested in all different ways, but adversity is when teams rise. And, when guys get back and we continue getting healthy and we kind of know what we got from guys we didn't know and guys stepping up, I think we're going to be a really good football team.
Speaking of injuries, what did you know about Josh Jacobs when you got here, and what does it mean for a guy like that to go out there and practice today, just a few days after an injury?
I mean, Josh has always put the team before himself every single time, whether it was calf strains, whether it was hands, muscles. I mean, he's kind of always been that guy to be like, I'm pushing her through it. I'm putting my life out here for y'all and let us know how much he cares about us. And, that kind of shows you, like, his mental toughness, what he brings to this team, what he brings to the game. And you see it in his play style. I mean, his play style is aggressive as hell. That's how he attacks his treatment. That's how he attacks, his practice regimen. And he feels like if he was capable to practice today, that that means a lot, having one of your leaders out there on the field, knowing what he's going through. That's challenging as hell. But, that's kind of the guy he is, and I couldn't be more happy to be his teammate.
How do you feel like